See, I'm wearing my new hoodie because it's bloody cold. Another one of those days, I'm afeared, and if you look out, probably can't see much over my shoulder because it's raining. Very unattractively, can I just point out. Anyway, I just thought I'd drop in and say hi. It's been an interesting weekend. I did point out on Friday night I didn't think Donald Trump was going to wait 2 weeks. Turns out he didn't. Only a matter of, 6 or so hours after we departed the show on Friday night, the Iranian bombers were on their way, the US bombers were on their way into Iran. And there's been some, interesting developments since then. G'day, Daniel. It's been interesting to see this morning Penny Wong and the Australian government in general is coming out in great support of the US strikes. They've been recently pulling back from their support of Israel, and that seems to have changed. Talk about a wishy-washy bunch of governments. They're going left, they're going right. They're going more left and more left and more left, but they're boxed at the moment because Trump can't really get them to, they can't get to Trump is what the issue is for them at the moment. So now they've got to try and suck whatever political chutzpah they can out of this little sojourn with the wonderful Iranians. So Iran, for its part, has come back and said they reserve the right to do all manner of unspeakable atrocities to Israel and to America. That's really only enraged Trump a bit more. They've released some battle damage assessment images of the struck areas in Iran, and it certainly looks like probably half a dozen or more bunker busters were used. You'll see bunker busters in all of their wonderful glory. These are not explosive ammunitions. They're a kinetic weapon that weighs a ton, weighs many tons, and is dropped from a great height, is targeted with extreme accuracy, and whatever it hits, when it hits, it's travelling at hypersonic speeds, so it can penetrate deep underground and wreck just about everything. And apparently it seems to have done that. The question that the whole thing raised for me when this happened, and there was a bit of a hoo-ha about the Americans being involved and yada, 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 yada. Well, Trump had said he would not get American troops involved or American forces involved unless America was struck by Iran. If they damaged an American hair or an American head, look out. So it turns out that a Iran-sponsored proxy group in Syria attacked a US military installation there last week. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in one of the shows. Now, I said then, or if I didn't say it, I certainly thought then, well, that's the trigger Trump needs, and it's a good excuse. So I'm not sure that he's actually come out and used that yet, but what he has done is removed Israel's stated goal, and that was to make Iran unable to make or launch a nuclear weapon. Trump says that job is done now with 2 aircraft, right? 2 aircraft, and they've cleaned that up. Now he's back. He's stepped back a little bit and is saying, well, let's just wait and watch and see what happens. Now, is he saying let's wait and watch and see what happens, see what Iran does? Well, Iran are probably quite rightly pretty pissed. They have put another rocket barrage or missile barrage into Israel, I believe, since then, at least one, probably many. But they are minor by comparison when it comes to damage, and they're not killing too many people. If people are in those areas, and these are mainly government installations that are being struck, government offices, government, particularly intelligence services. And apparently the Mossad are all over the place there, but got offices and businesses everywhere. It is what it is. So I guess now we wait and watch and see what Israel does. Because with that goal to remove Iran's ability to process and deliver a nuclear weapon removed, what reason does Israel have to keep lobbing shells or missiles and whatever else back over the border into Iran? Oh, regime change. Could that be it? And you might have seen over the weekend that the rhetoric changed from nuclear weapons, nuclear capability within days, God, we're all dead, to regime change. So now they want to get rid of Khamenei, the Ayatollah. I find it interesting that this bloke has the same name as the Ayatollah Khomeini, who was leading the nation into that revolution back in 1979. I'm sure they're probably one part of the same family. Could it be a bit North Korea-like? But the people do not support the Shia Islamic form that they follow. They really are a very progressive people, the Iranian people, and they are unfortunately not allowed to speak against the regime in any way, shape or form. To do so is blasphemy and can be punished, and usually is, with death. Very public death, as it turns out. So something to be avoided at all costs, I guess. If you're living there, it's do what you do to stay alive, and it must be a fairly harsh environment. So you can't fault the people of Iran. So now, what is the rhetoric we're hearing out of Israel? Ramp it up, ramp it up, ramp it up. People of Iran, stand up, fight back. We've removed, the nuclear issue, but you need to remove that evil bastard and all these henchmen mullahs that are there. And the problem with trying to remove the mullahs from Israel's perspective is that they've got to kill them all, and their families, and anybody who ever followed them. It's just such a progressive thing; it'll never end. So unless the people stand up in Iran and say enough is enough, we don't want these people to rule us anymore. I'm not sure that they actually want the old royal family, if you like, brought back either, but that's a determination for later down the track. At any rate, none of them, absolutely none of them, are ever going to be able to win $750 because they don't live in Australia. But you, if you live in Australia and turn your VPN off, will be able to win $750, or at least give yourself a chance to win it. If you go to VoF or merch.vofhq.com and get into the Sanctuary $750 sparkling giveaway. I can tell you, I think it'll go off today. We've got less than 100 and... Well, it might be less than 100 tickets. It might be 150 tickets. Less than 150 tickets left to sell. They're $2 if you would like one, and the profits, not that there are any greatly, but anything that we can and we will share with the Donkey Sanctuary. That's the Good Samaritan Donkey Sanctuary. They're about to get 200 new, or up to maybe 200 foals that have come from a property in the Northern Territory. If you watched last Friday night's show, we had Sandy on when we announced this this sort of giveaway thing we're doing. It's not really a giveaway, I guess it's a raffle. It's a raffle, lottery, whatever you want to call it. Yes, a portion of all of that $2 that you spend will go to the donkeys. A portion will go to FBM Media, and a portion will go to keeping me and Vince alive and a little bit fed. And I can tell you, it's only a little portion. Out of $2 is not much. So you would be helping us out, and hopefully we get to help you out with $750 that you can put to good use. Maybe it's a dinner out with friends and family, or it's a bill. God, I hate bills. And it's a bill that you, are forced to pay. Well, maybe that'll come in handy, help you out. Or you might do something for somebody else. You never know. It's an opportunity to do something nice, isn't it? So we can only do that something nice if you choose to support us. And you can go to merch.vofhq.com, click on the Sanctuary $750 link at the top, and it's easy as to get involved. You can buy 1 or up to 10 tickets, but you can't buy any more than 10 tickets in any one draw. So hopefully we'll get those 150 odd sold before midday today, and we'll get into our second game, which will start about 2 minutes after this first one closes, or after the last ticket is sold. There are only 750 tickets in it, so get into it. You've got a better than the average chance of picking up a bit of a win. Fingers crossed for you folks. God love you, and I'm going to Go and find out why this dog's carrying on like a pork chop at the moment, and maybe get my hair sorted out. We'll talk to you a little bit later tonight. Got some interesting stuff to share with you. It has been a big weekend on a personal front. I've been doing a lot of recording over the weekend. A lot of people here have said they want me to record things that they can listen to. So I'm going to record something that isn't pornographic, and we'll put that up for you to have a bit of a listen to. It's actually something I wrote, so we'll see. I'm a bit shy about it, but I haven't finished it yet. I've still got about, I don't know, 1,500 words to read. Yes, so I'm reading it so you don't have to. You can just listen to it. Does that make it easier? Anyway, that's coming soon, right here on Voice of Freedom. Help us. Go and be part of the lottery, or go and get yourself a hoodie. They're bloody warm on cold days, I can tell you.